This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Davis versus Dorn. You all grew up together, reconnected about 4 years ago, and you all are engaged, but that wedding has been put on ice until you, Mr. Davis, find out, is Miss Dorns being true to you? Is that true?
That's correct, Jan.
Would you share with the court what have been the warning signs for this matter?
Well, I'm here today to find out if my fiancé is cheating. I have recently caught her on dating sites. I have recently also had her riding around with other fellas. I have had disturbance at my household where people are knocking on my windows. And beside every good man needs a good woman. And without a good, that's what I'm here today in this courtroom to find out.
All right.
So, Ms. Dorns, you've heard these allegations against you. What are you here to prove today?
That I'm not a cheater, that the things that Chris, the accusations, that a lot of them are just made up in his head because a lot of it is so untrue.
So you're not just saying that something's been misinterpreted or misconstrued, you're saying it's all in his head, completely made up, never happened.
About 70% of it.
Okay, so
there's 30% out there that might be true.
Possibly. Portions of the story are true, not the cheating part.
All right.
That 30% is enough to make you worry.
Yeah, that's why I said, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Has there ever been cheating in the past?
No, ma'am. No,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
So why do you believe she's cheating now?
Well, just recently, about a month ago, I was in the bed. It's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We just sleeping and whatnot. I mean, just having a good time. And she, her ringtone kept making different ringtones. So I looked through it, and there you have it. It's a dating site with her name on it.
Why is an engaged woman on a dating site?
Okay, first of all, when I made the profile, we were separated. Second of all, it's the email.
We wasn't separated.
Yes, we were. We were separated.
That's not called separation. It's just called getting space.
You're saying that you got on this dating site because you all were separated.
We were separated.
You clearly do not agree that y'all had a separation. You just had some space.
No, Your Honor. Yes, just
He
space.
put me out his house.
And you're here in the phone.
separated.
Why didn't you take yourself off the app when y'all got back together?
To be honest, it was so irrelevant to my life. Like, I made it, and I didn't even go on it. I didn't care about the notifications. It was just general emails coming through.
So is this part of that 30% that kind of looks bad? It did happen, but you got some explanation for it.
That's it.
And you have not dated anybody off of that website?
Anybody. Like I told him, when he called it, I said, well, here, I opened up the whole app. It'll tell you the last time I've been on the site, last time somebody sent me a message, last time I replied to a message. He didn't want to do it. He like, oh, no, I trust you. And then 24 hours later, he flipped about it.
I didn't say I trust you. I just said that I wasn't going to sit here and keep arguing with you about it.
Okay.
Mr. Davis, have you ever caught her with another man?
One day that I was coming from home from work to bring her some lunch, her daughter and her sister was sitting on the porch. I was talking and wondering why she hasn't came out yet. And next thing you know, Alexis pulled up in the neighbor's yard and she got out with a male. So I goes over the question and the dude was like, threw his hands up like, man, I never touched your girl. I never talked to her or anything like that. So my question was, where did y'all go?
So just unsolicited, just out of the blue, hey, man, I ain't doing anything with your girl.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes.
First
That's
of all,
not true.
That's how guilty people act.
Well, you know what? If he was coming over there like, he's like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't do nothing.
Well, because I mean, there have been times we come home when the boys were little, and as soon as you hit the door, I didn't do it. You're like, didn't do what? You know, I mean, something's happened.
Well, I understand that, but if you saw something broke and the boys were standing there and you come walking in, they're like, ah! So I can kind of see that he's coming at him in a way that makes him think, yo, man, I'm not. So I don't know. All right, so what happened? Let me hear what happened.
So first of all, me, my daughter, and my sister planned on moving out of his home. We were on really bad terms, and we were on bad terms.
That's not true.
We were just in the process of moving out of his home.
That's not true.
So this guy, he presented himself like with his sister, you know, like you want to go hang out with us, and my daughter and my sister encouraged it, so I did it. We were on bad terms.
But you, in your mind, Mr. Davis, believes that she had gone with him and cheated with him.
That quick, in 2 hours.
I
didn't
guess
even
so,
know this man.
because for
I didn't
some
know
fact,
this
I've been
man.
at work all morning, and they just not pulling up. She has no business with him in the first place.
What it sounds like is almost like a date. This guy calls and
Yes,
says, hey, do
exactly.
you want to go hang out? And she's like,
That's not what
yeah. So you
happened.
go hang out.
Was it a date?
No, it was my neighbor's family member. And
He
it was
said-
just
That doesn't make it not a date.
That doesn't make
No, it was not a date at all.
it. Okay, let me get
was-
this straight. Mr. Cutler. Mr. Cutler.
Yes.
What you doing?
Nothing, just chilling.
Why don't you go with me to the park?
All right, cool.
Is
Right.
that it? Right now? Let's just go.
All right, all right.
Okay, so is that a date?
A specific place, a specific time, and
Specific person?
sound like a date to me.
There was another incident that happened too.
All right, tell us about that.
We was sitting in the room, just laying there, and all you heard was. So I'm stunned, like jumped up, like who is this? It's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I walks out
lying.
the bedroom window and goes down the hallway, and there you can hear the voices of them whispering, talking back and forth to each other, and they was making their way towards the kitchen.
Who do you hear talking? Who are these
It
voices?
was 2 males.
2 men.
Yeah, it was 2 males.
You submitted some pictures of this, correct?
Yes.
All right. All right, so this is a picture of your home.
The front window would be my room.
Your
I
bedroom?
yes,
Is this right here where this is?
yes.
Okay.
And then I walk around to the hallway window, which is on the side,
The second window back here.
right here. And they made one last knock as a response and kept on going.
Just like if
So
somebody...
what does that have to do with your cheating allegations against Miss Dorns?
Because it's not normal for somebody to be knocking on my window at 2 o'clock in the morning.
So you think they were knocking for her?
Yes.
But they know you in the house.
Okay, what I really can say about that is that when I'm asleep, I sleep real hard because I work hard jobs and I work hard at my job. So when I'm asleep, that's like another thing too. She goes places while I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, she's gone.
He
Because she
works
knows
third
that I'm not
shift.
getting up. I mean, I'm talking about you can thump me on my ear, whatever you want
works
to. I'm not
third
getting up.
shift.
So
Wait, you
this
say
is-
he works third shift.
works
So what are your
third
hours on third
shift.
shift?
8 to 6.
So why were you home?
Uh-huh.
I took a day off from work that day.
You're right.
Light
So
bulb.
you weren't even supposed to be there.
Color, there it is.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be there.
There it is. There
Okay,
it is.
you weren't even supposed to be there.
Yes.
You took a day off from work.
That's how
Why would I bring somebody
You
to
think
the
they
house?
doing a knock-knock to get the boom-boom?
I hope not. I truly hope.
There it is.
Nobody comes to visit me without calling. And it's usually only my sister. Nobody comes to visit me. Chris's yard is a path, okay? He has a party house when I move out, okay? Every time we have a separation, he has a party house. They don't respect his yard. They walk through it all the time. I
So
don't know
what you're
these men.
saying is either this was people using the path to go to the apartment complex, or some of his friends trying to come party.
Exactly.
But they were not coming to see
Not
you.
for me, not at all.
Well, I see you brought a witness, Miss Dorn.
Yeah, my sister.
Okay, would you please step to the podium?
Thank you, Jesus. Let me help this situation.
Would you state your name, please, for the court?
Doris Smalls,
Okay. Miss Smalls, what is your relationship to Miss Dorns?
her sister.
Do you help your sister cheat against Mr. Davis?
No, this man here is crazy. How can she want to cheat when he has a sand yard. He rakes the yard for him when he leaves to see if any tracks coming in to see her. He's crazy.
So you saying he rakes his yard?
Yes, ma'am.
It's sand in the yard.
Yes, ma'am. And when that
he's
happened?
looking for steps in the yard.
To see if somebody had walked through the yard.
Mr. Davis, is this true?
His yard
That's
is
not
a path.
true, Your Honor.
It is
That's not
true.
true. I always clean my yard because,
If
you know.
one track come in there, my sister been seeing a man. My sister stay at my house with me now because he threw her out because of whatever stupid reason.
Well, let me just ask, how do you feel about your sister's relationship with Mr. Davis?
I already told both of them, if they do not trust each other, they need not to be together. This man has a problem with trust.
Like when I first met her, she already was in a relationship that was rocky when she was jumping into a relationship with me.
Well, you know, how you get them, how you lose them, Mr. Cutler. So is that true, Ms. Dorns, that when you got with him, you were with somebody else and weren't quite through with that? There was some overlap?
It was some overlap, but I wasn't in a relationship. You know, like, we were just reconnecting on being friends, hanging out. So, yeah, I was still seeing somebody, not in a relationship, but just still seeing them. So it kind of overlapped.
Well, you say that you were overlapping when you first met him, and now he feels right now you're over in somebody else's lap. All right, let's take a look at what we have. Her phone rings late at night, shows up. When you look at it, it's from a dating app. You saw her in a car with another man, and you believe that she's having relations with other men when you were at work, and all of this has caused you to believe that she is cheating on you.
That's
and
correct,
if you
Your
find out she is cheating,
yes, I'm done, Your Honor.
and Ms. Dorns, you understand what's at stake here, right?
I do.
You understand your relationship is at stake.
Yes, it is. It's at stake because he's crazy, and when I prove that I'm innocent, it could be done possibly anyway for the years of torture that I've been going through of being a cheater.
So it's a lot at stake both ways.
Exactly.
And because of that, this court has done a full and complete investigation to get to the bottom of these allegations. At this time, the court would like to call licensed private investigator Patricia Echols into the courtroom to determine, is she cheating? How are you, Miss Echols?
Fine, how you doing today?
We're great, we're great. Could you please tell us what you did to investigate the cheating allegations of this case?
Well, so I went undercover and I posed as a litigant who was coming to court as well because I was accused of cheating. So as I was talking to Ms. Dorn, we became engaged in a full-fledged conversation.
Uh-huh.
Did Ms. Dorns reveal anything in this conversation?
Today I brought the tape.
Okay.
That's his biggest fear, is that I meet somebody, you know, like, if you treat me right and if I meet anybody, then you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Mm-hmm. You cannot tell me that you don't encounter somebody who you don't think that is attractive, you know, and maybe y'all might spark up just a general conversation, you know, but there's an attraction.
Is there anything wrong with a little flirtation?
I don't think it is.
So it sounds like Ms. Dorns admits to flirting with other men. Was there anything else that Ms. Dorns revealed during your conversation?
It seems like anything could happen if she's not happy in her relationship.
All right, Miss Dorn, you admit that you're a flirter?
No, we were just having general conversation, and she was actually, I didn't know she was a decoy. She was telling me that.
I know.
Okay, but I was just speaking in general when I said that.
All right, well, Ms. Echols, to further investigate this case, a member of your team conducted a polygraph examination of Ms. Dorn, is that correct?
Correct.
And you have those results?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
All right, let's talk about them.
Ms. Dorns was asked, when your fiancé, Mr. Davis, surprised you with lunch and you came home with another guy, did you have sexual intercourse with that man? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
One more question. Ms. Dorns was asked, since being in a relationship with Mr. Davis, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your fiancé, Mr. Davis? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Yes.
Mr. Davis, you seem very happy to hear those results. What do those tears represent? Tell her what they mean to you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Medicine.
You've been proven innocent. You have not been cheating. Do you still want to be in this relationship?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because it's been years of accusations, the pain that, I mean, he crying today, but what about all the tears I cried for not being a cheater?
May
Yes,
I say
sir.
something to her?
Yes, sir.
Swear I'm sorry for everything that I've done to you, and I just want to know,
Oh,
would you?
don't do that.
I just want to know, would
Don't
you
do
please marry me?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Need some counseling.
I'll take counseling.
You all have been together for 2 years. You've got 2 children together. You're engaged to be married. But whether that marriage happens all depends on what happens here today. Ms. Durden, you've opened this case. Tell us why.
Well, Your Honors, I believe that my fiancé is cheating. He went from being a stay-at-home dad to a stay-at-home cheater. There's been many warning signs that pop up that I see that I do believe that he is cheating.
All right. Tell us about that.
Warning signs, well, one is dating sites. Dating sites keep popping up on our browser. I have uninstalled apps. There's apps on there from him being on social media apps and talking to other women. Like, I'm at home, why can't you ever talk to me?
Okay.
Okay, you say uninstalled apps. I mean, we all have apps on our phone that we just don't use anymore. What's wrong with uninstalled apps?
I don't have those apps. He hasn't been talking to me on them, so why have they been installed and why aren't they on there now?
All right, and then you talked about the dating sites. I gotta ask you, Mr. Baggarly, why are you on dating sites and you got a fiance?
Those dating sites, Your Honor, was from before I met her. I mean, we've been together 3 years now, and...
Okay, so my question is, how did you two meet?
Your Honors, we met on Facebook. We had mutual friends. He sent me a friend's request, and I did accept it. At the time, I did ask, and he did tell me that he was married, but going through a separation.
Oh, boy.
Yes, so we met in person a little while after that, and about 3 days later, we moved in together.
But he was still married at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
So 3 days after you met in person, Mr. Baggarly, you all move in together.
That's right.
He's got a smooth game.
Well,
3 days later.
yeah, smooth game or something. Because that's it may be more than just game, Mr. Cutler.
Well, whatever he's got, it worked. It got it in
Yeah, he
there.
got him in, all the way in.
All the way in.
Is it fair to say, Miss Durden, that you're afraid that how you got him is how you might lose him? That he was married, even though he was separated?
Yes, ma'am.
That activity, that way of life may not have stopped.
That's exact. He was also, you know, back and forth with his ex-wife when he was still with. He had to put his foot in the door. He was confused about who he wanted to be with at the time.
So there was some overlap?
We were actually living together, all 3 of us, at one point.
Well, hold the presses. Hold on.
Time out. Y'all were all in the same house together?
Me and his ex-wife were still in this. We were staying in the same bed.
This story got interesting real quick, didn't it?
Yeah, like I need a fan because
right.
it done got hot.
So,
Hot up in here.
so Mr. Baggarly's married. He starts seeing you, and then at some point, you, him, and his wife are living together.
That is.
In the same bed.
Wait, I didn't get there yet.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, I can't wait.
I didn't get there yet. At some point, you, Mr. Baggarly, and his wife are all living together in the same house. And at some point, you and his wife are sleeping in the bed together.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask the question that everybody
Yes,
wants
ma'am.
to know in this courtroom, because I don't even know if I'm old enough.
You know what?
Everybody, not just everybody, but everybody wants supposed to know.
You know you want to ask the question.
I
you know you
know.
want to ask.
Yeah.
What was going on with the three of y'all in the same bed?
We were taken I was taken as a joke. It was a joke. Like, he would have all his friends over, like, look, y'all, I got my baby mama, because I was pregnant at the time, and my wife. And they sleeping in the same room in the same bed. Like, how funny is this?
How funny was it?
It was not that funny, Your Honor. Believe that.
Okay.
It was a nightmare.
It was a night.
So he says.
It was not your fantasy.
He
No,
tried.
ma'am.
He tried to lay in between both of us, and with a big old smile on his face. He tried.
He tried it.
Yes, ma'am, he did.
And?
It didn't work. Ever. Ever.
But now, why do you think you're cheating now?
All right, so I found bra under my bed. Now, he is a very messy person. The laundry hamper in our room can be right here. He's gonna throw the clothes right beside it because he knows I have to pick it up.
Okay.
So I went to go do laundry that day, and I start picking up clothes, and Your Honors, I find this bra under the bed.
Okay.
Now,
how do you know that's not yours?
Your Honor, this is my bra right here.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
even Ray Charles can see that, so. All right.
A little.
I got you. Don't be mad at the double D's. Don't be mad. So you were pretty sure that wasn't yours?
Yes.
And you found it in your bedroom.
Under the dirty clothes. For some reason, she had to take her bra off and put it under the clothes. And he said it was his family member's bra, but that family member clearly doesn't hardly ever wear a bra, for one.
Oh, boy.
So let's ask Mr. Baggarly, why is some other woman's bra in your bedroom?
Yeah, she brings things home all the time, from clothes for my kids to even clothes for herself.
Why am I going to bring a big old bra that I have to stuff?
I wouldn't put it past there to plan it.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Ron,
Isn't
you
there a
buying
force?
this?
I wouldn't even try to sell it.
Okay.
Isn't the easiest explanation that you had somebody in your bedroom and she just forgot to take the bra with her?
I know the way it looks, but I didn't have nobody over there.
Do you have anything else you want to share with the court?
I do, Your Honor.
All right.
There is an app that you can download if you have any spare phones. It's like a security camera app.
Okay.
You just download it, and then you put it where you want it, and you can access it from any other device.
Huh.
Well, I was an hour and a half away with family members, and instead of calling every 5, 10, 15 minutes for him to get mad like usual, I decided to look on the app. And I seen some pictures, because it takes motion pictures, like snaps pictures for motion. And he's half naked in one, fully naked, and they got another female up in my house walking past there. And I have the pictures.
Ron, would you please get those photos?
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so what are we looking at in this first picture?
This picture, that's his side. He's walking back towards, the hallway where our bathroom is butt naked. You can tell.
Yeah.
And then
this is a
this
female.
next picture.
I see a female wearing a white shirt. That's not me. She is, no panties on from the hips down, no tattoo like I do down my thigh. So it's not me.
Mr. Baggarly, who is this woman who got captured on video?
I don't know. It could have been a family member walking through the house that day. I mean,
I'm gonna have to call Ghostbusters, Your Honor, because it clearly has to be a ghost in my house. But the last picture, Your Honor, is my favorite. I know what that is. I see it every night. I see it when we take a shower and we get busy, Your Honors. I know what that picture is.
And what is it that you see?
He is standing full attention, saluting somebody.
Completely naked.
Completely naked, letting it all hang out.
Look at that picture. That picture looks like the same person in a white shirt. Don't even look like me. If you see, there's a white shirt. And if you take that sensor off, you'll see that's somebody's hand. You can take
Well,
I don't know about it being a hand.
Ron, would you hand this to Mr. Baggarly?
Your
Does that
Honor,
look like a hand to you, Ron?
That
Take
is
a
not
look.
a hand.
Yeah.
And nine.
That's that baby maker, Your Honors.
We're here trying to get answers, and so we need to figure out from you, who is this? Who have you been with? Who's the woman whose bra that belongs to?
Well, the truth is, I'm tired of fighting and arguing with her and trying to prove myself for something I hadn't done. You know, this has been going on for 3 years now. I'm just here today to prove to her that I'm not cheating, not at home or anywhere else. And the only reason I've become a stay-at-home dad is because she didn't trust me when I was at work. Your Honor, she's tripping. I can't win for losing.
Wait,
So
you
you
stopped working
That's
because
right.
of the accusations?
That's right.
This is true.
You all need help.
Is this
We
a
do.
situation that, you know, maybe there's some guilt on your part for how you two got together?
I think it hits us like that with both ways because we've both been cheated on. We both cheated, and then you know how we met and everything. So yes, I do. But it just
This issue of trust or lack of trust is destroying you. We have friends of the court, and we've invited a friend of the court who could shed some light on this ongoing infidelity, these issues of guilt and going back and forth, you this, I'm that, bringing all of this baggage to the table. At this time, the court would like to call reality television personality and author Renee Graziano to come in and share with us and give you all some advice on how to manage this particular space. Ron, would you invite Ms. Graziano in, please?
I got it in, fam.
Uh-oh.
Never been on the witness stand before.
Okay. Well, it's you're among friends. You're among family, so it's all good.
You're a friend of the court.
Yes,
So
okay.
It's good to see
That's
you.
a first for me.
It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
I'm single, that's why.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes that's what we need, right?
Yeah, every now and then.
Every now and then. The issues of infidelity and issues you've dealt with have been played out in the public.
Yes.
Absolutely. So can you give them some examples or can you share with us how you manage that space? And what should she do?
What you should do is, I mean, it's pretty obvious from what I heard that the signs are there and, you know, maybe you need some time away from him.
So what advice would you give them as they try to move forward from this point?
I definitely think that you have a guilty conscience.
yes.
How you get someone is how you lose someone. If you did it, I would just admit it and get it out and get it over with and then go to therapy.
I think it's so hard for a man, but yeah.
I gotta ask this, would you ever allow yourself to be in a situation where your ex and his new girlfriend were sleeping in the same house with you, in the same bed with you?
Well, they wouldn't be sleeping and I would be on this witness stand for another reason.
Oh, well, there you got it.
There you go. A little mouth wife in me comes out every now and then.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Renee.
much for your testimony.
You're welcome.
I think we got enough information. I think
we do.
If she finds out that he is cheating, the relationship, everything they're trying to build together, the wedding that they are planning since they're engaged,
Right.
all of that is done.
That's right.
If he's cheating.
And to get to the bottom of this and to help them figure this out, this court has done a full and complete investigation. And the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Kendall Schul to determine, is he cheating? Ron, would you escort him in? Mr. Schul, how are you?
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. You did an examination of Mr. Baggarly, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
And you asked him, did you have sexual intercourse with the woman whose bra Miss Durden found beside your bed? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor. Boom!
She looks shocked.
I am. I'm very shocked.
Yeah, me too.
You asked Mr. Baggarly, did you have physical sexual contact with a woman wearing the white shirt who was caught on the security camera in your home? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.